Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here in my apartment. I want to show you this view really quickly. It's beautiful. The sun is already coming down here in Dubai. Just came back from work not too long ago. I wanted to share a quick story with you, and it's a story that just recently, a number of reasons, has came back up, but I was just reminded of it a few days ago, and it's been something I've been thinking about a lot. Last summer, I was in Austin, Texas, and I was wrapping up my internship at the time with Facebook, and I was at the beach, and I met this lady, and we were having a conversation. And she asked me some questions, I asked her some questions, we got to know each other a little bit. And she started giving me kind of an analyzation of my life and who I am. um, it was really interesting. So she started by saying that you are like a vessel, and you go out and you try to make as many people happy as possible. You push so much positive energy in the world, and you're trying to impact people's lives, and you're trying to change their lives, and you're trying to be a part of their lives, and you want to know how you can help them and how you can support them and connect them and whatnot. And in that process, you open yourself a lot, and you become very vulnerable, and you make a space for people to become vulnerable. So you become a vessel where you naturally want to comfort people. So you end up taking a lot of people's energy, their negativity, or their bad emotions, their sad, their negative, depression, like all the emotions that come with sadness, whether someone's feeling some type of way or not, from the or anger, and you take that and you bottle it up. You take it and you literally suck it out of people, and you try to fill it up with positivity instead. So what you do is, like, if you think about it, like literally, you push out positive energy, you take people's negativity out in that process, and you end up taking that negativity and you take it inside of you, like literally. And she said you're harming yourself a lot. And she looked at me like straight in the eyes. It was it was such an experience. And she was like, I could tell that you're really hurt. And she said that, before I get into that, when she was talking about the vessel part, she said, you have to be very careful when you do that, because when you put other people's needs first all the time, and you are constantly giving your all to the people you meet, to the people you hang out with, the people you have a relationship with, you end up losing a part of yourself. And not only that, but you gain a new part of yourself that you may or may not like, because it adds on to the experiences of a lot of people, right? And so if you end up talking to people about their problems a lot, you take that inside of you, that energy that people give you, it comes inside of you. And it's something, I do a lot, obviously I'm fine with. But she said you have to be careful, because if you do that, you have to invest even more time in yourself than the time that you spend doing that with people, right? And that made a lot of sense. And she was really trying to tell me that as much time as you spend with people, taking their problems and taking their issues and trying to help them out, you need to do that to yourself. And then she switched gears real quickly, and she was like, you look like you're really hurt. She literally looked me in the eyes and said that. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, have you been through like a recent, like a fallout with a loved one, or a really close friend of yours, or some type of love relationship? And I was a little bit in a shock. I was like, what is she trying to get at? I was like, yeah, like something had happened recently. And she was like, I can tell. And she was like, just by talking to you, I know more now of the person you are. And this is really beautiful. She said, you go out with an empty cup, and you expect other people in the relationships you go into to fill that empty cup for you, right? What does that mean? You go out and you expect other people to make you happy, right? While you're pleasing other people and you're comforting other people, you eventually need to get that back. And you're obviously not doing it for yourself because you work a lot. You're not doing it for yourself because you work a lot, you invest a lot in other people. you don't do it for yourself. So if you enter into a relationship with someone, or if you like do it with someone else, it could be a family friend, it could be anyone, you have that expectation that they're gonna make you happy, and they're gonna fill your cup for you, and they're gonna be the ones that like make you just feel good about yourself. And then we talked more into this, and you're saying, look, and this had me like I was analyzing this so much. There's a very big difference from people making you feel happy and feel good and feel like you're wanted and feel like you're enough and feel like you matter to them and feel like you're loved. And they can do it through a lot of different ways. They can do it through action, they can do it through words and follow up with action, they can do it just through words. People express their love differently. But people can make you feel, but they can't make you happy, right? What is the difference between making you feel and making you happy? Making you feel is an emotion, right? It's an emotion, it's very temporary, right? I can give you a compliment and I can make you feel happy. I can make you feel, appreciated through that comment, just by a comment or a compliment or something I say to you or something I write to you. But the state of happiness itself, which is not just an emotion, it's actually feeling content. It's something that's like your everyday life. Like you are just a happy person. You aspire to be a happy person, you become a happy person, and you're content with your life, you're grateful. Whether there's a lot of aspects to it, and if you know, but the big difference is that, and it's that you can't expect, you definitely can never expect people to make you happy. And I think it's such a beautiful way to think about your life and to think about your day to day, right? Will Smith, I'm gonna wrap it up. Will Smith had said this about his wife Jada, and he said, "We made a deal with each other, and that deal is that she's gonna go out and she's gonna figure out her happiness, and I'm gonna go and figure out my happiness, and we're gonna come back to each other happy, right? Because I'm not responsible for your happiness. You're not responsible for my happiness. We're gonna come back. We're gonna figure out whatever makes us happy." Whatever it is, it could be going out, it could be going to the beach, it could be going to mountains, it could be going out to drive in the middle of whatever it is that makes you happy. You go figure it out. You become happy. Figure out your happiness by yourself. Go invest in yourself. Love yourself. Whatever way you show love to yourself, go love yourself, and come back and do that. And I learned by that, you don't ever give people that responsibility to make you happy, because you need to do that. You're responsible for that. That is your job, to make yourself happy. It's your job to invest time in yourself. Don't blame your mom, don't blame your dad, don't blame your sister, don't blame your wife or husband, don't blame your girlfriend or boyfriend. Don't blame them because you're not happy. Blame yourself for not being happy. It could be true that a relationship is not making you happy because it's interfering with your happiness, right? But you can't blame other people for not making you happy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, someone can affect your happiness, like in general, but they can't make you happy. They can contribute, to making you feel a certain type of way. Maybe someone helps you build your happiness, but at the end of the day, you have to be responsible for that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. I'll leave you with that. I hope you take that time to figure it out yourself. Peace and love.